Welcome to Gayatri Scientific Spirituality Center. Today's topic is the five gods explained. So, what are the five fundamental gods? Before that, let's look at the five elements. So, there is a fire, earth, water, wind, and ether. There are five pranas, which are called bioelectric forces: Udana, Prana, Apana, Samana, Vyana, which is rise, attract, repel, distribute, and dissolve. There are five koshas or treasure cells of life, which are called Annamaya Kosh or the food body, Pranamaya Kosh with the prana body, Manomaya Kosh, which is the mind body, Vijnanmaya Kosh is the science body, and Anandamaya Kosh is the bliss body. There are five fundamental forces of nature, which are known as a strong nuclear force, gravity, hydrogen, which is just the first atom, and everything begin after that, the electromagnetic force, and the weak nuclear force. And the five fundamental gods or divine powers as per Indian spirituality are Brahma, Bhavani, Ganesh, Vishnu, and Shiva. Let's understand each of them separately. So, what is Lord Brahma? Lord Brahma's function is to do a creation or do a generation, and the virtues related to Lord Brahma are creativity. The element associated with Lord Brahma is the fire, which is the Agni of the five elements. Prana associated with Brahma is the Udana or the rise. The force of nature associated with Brahma is the strong nuclear force, which binds nucleus of an atom, like protons and neutrons. And it's a basis for creation. Without that, atoms cannot be created and the world cannot be created as well. Among the layer of existence or kosha, Brahma represents the Annamaya Kosh or the food cell. And the symbol lotus here means beautiful heavenly creations. And Brahmaji has four heads, which are called four inlets, like eat, drink, breathe here, right? Without this, there is no creation of life. And the weapon that Brahma has called Brahmastra, aka nuclear bomb. Indian history has mentions of them in Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Gayatri mantra word associated with Lord Brahma is Om, which means origin or the source. Now, next goddess we want to talk about is Mother Bhavani. The function of Mother Bhavani is to bless, right? It's a blessing power. And the virtues that you receive from Mother Bhavani is might, skill, and courage. The element associated with Mother Bhavani is the earth or the Prithvi of the five elements. And the prana type associated with Bhavani is prana, which means attract or receive. The force of nature associated with Mother Bhavani is gravity, which is a pull force keeping the universe together. And the layer of existence or kosha here is a pranamaya kosh or the prana cell. It has a swan symbol, which means spiritual strength, and the tiger symbol, which is a physical strength. So she has many hands, which means all the skills for life, and all the different weapons are in a parked fashion, right? So they are not like a pointing at anybody. So what it means is to protect, defend, heal the life, like almost like a surgical instrument. And the Gayatri mantra words for Mother Bhavani is Bhur Bhuva Swaha, meaning physical, mental, and spiritual planes. Now, Lord Ganesh. The function of Lord Ganesh is to remove obstacles, to unblock, and the virtues associated with Lord Ganesh are remove ignorance, bring wisdom, unite. Element associated with Lord Ganesh is the water, which is the jal of the five elements. Prana associated with Lord Ganesh is apana, which is to remove. The force of nature here is the hydrogen atom, which is the first atom, and that's why Ganesh is prayed as the first god. Within the layer of existence, Ganesha represents the Manomaya Kosh or the mind cell. And the symbol here is the book of Veda for science and spirituality. The Ganesha has a big head, which means vast knowledge through focused eyes, large ears, and long nose, which is humility. The weapon is axe, which is a symbol to remove obstacles through knowledge. The Gayatri mantra words associated with Ganesha is Tat Savitur Varenyam, means illuminous like the sun and the most desirable. And sun is powered by hydrogen, we all know that. Lord Vishnu, the function is to sustain, operate, preserve. The virtues are the karma discipline or wisdom, faith and devotion towards the larger life, equal and fair justice. This is what Lord Vishnu represents. The element associated with Lord Vishnu is the wind or the vayu of the five elements, and the prana associated with Vishnu is samana, which is equity. The layer of existence or the kosha associated with Lord Vishnu is the Vigyanmay Kosh or the science cell. The symbol associated with Vishnu is the Kalash or the Kamandal, and and also blue sky, which means the preserve life. The four hands of Lord Vishnu are the four workforces like knowledge workforce, teachers, etc., trade or business workforce, which is the traders, businessmen, the arms workforce, which is the army, and the legs workforce, which is the labor. The weapons associated with Vishnu are conch, flower, mace, chakra, which means you educate, you reward, you caution them with a mace, or reprimand if there is no option, which is the chakra. The force of nature associated with Lord Vishnu is electromagnetic force, which we all know keeps the world operating. Without this force, there won't be any functioning of the universe. The Gayatri mantra words associated with Lord Vishnu are Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, meaning sin destroying benevolence, preserve within. That's how we preserve ourselves, through receiving the benevolence from the nature. The fifth fundamental god is the Lord Shiva. The function is to transform and evolve. The virtues are peace, bliss, and contentment. The element associated with Shiva is the Akash, or of the five elements, or the ether. Prana associated with Lord Shiva is the Vyana, means omnipresent. The layer of existence or the cell associated is the Anandmay Kosh or a bliss cell. The Shiva has a moon and sun both, which mean Shanti and Kranti, peace and revolution. Ecstasy, it's an awakening peace, not the rest in peace kind of peace. It awakens from within. The river Ganga represents the contentment, mukti, or liberation. The third eye, which is a significant feature of Lord Shiva, which means foresight or a future insight. The weapon that Shiva has, a trident, which is to liberate. And the forces of nature associated with Shiva are the weak force, which is a subparticle decay or fission. So, like breaking of neutron into proton and electron. So, Gayatri Mantra words associated with Lord Shiva are the Yo Yo Nah Prachodayat, which means that inspire and transform our intellect and life. Here there is a picture of Gayatri, which is the willpower of the absolute Brahman. It is the uniting power. Cause of creation is the willpower or Ichha Shakti of the Brahman. And without willpower, nothing could have happened. And in our life as well, without willpower, nothing happens. With the willpower, we can achieve all the spiritual and material gains in life. Here, the lotus means Brahma, swan means the Bhavani or prana force. The Ganesha here is represented by Veda or the knowledge. The Kamandal is a karma force, as well as the blue sky, which means unity. And Shiva is the bliss force. So that is how everything comes together in the form of Gayatri. And the mantra that you see here in the picture is the Gayatri mantra, which is Om Bhurbhuva Swaha Tassaviturvainam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. So how does it relate to the seven chakras or the seven lokas or seven planes of existence? On the right, you can see the picture of the seven chakras. So Sahasrar, which is the topmost chakra, which means numerous. And the lok here is called Satyalok or Satyam Lok. It is an unmanifested Brahman in every individual as a dormant Atman. It's just a bare existence. The second chakra we see here is the Yagya, which means a command. And the loka associated with this chakra is a tapa or a tap. The Yagya chakra represents the Gayatri as the awakened Brahman through the willpower and the penance for the five chakras that you see below. So Vishuddhi chakra literally means the purest, and the lok here or the loka here is a Jana lok, and the god here is a Shiva. The Anahat chakra, which means the unstruck, and the lok here is the Mahalok, and the god here is the Vishnu. The Manipur chakra means the jewel city chakra. The lok here is a Swahalok, and the god here is Brahma. Swadhisthana chakra, which means established chakra. The lok here is a Bhuvaha lok. The god here is a Ganesha. The Mooladhar chakra, which means the root chakra, and the lok here or the loka here is a Bhuhu, which means the Bhavani goddess. So sometimes in the chakras they also say Shat chakra or the six chakras, but the reason for that is they consider Sahasrara and Agya as a single entity, which means the Gayatri and Brahman has no difference. It's just like how people have analyzed the existence. So final words, Gurudev Pandit Sri Ram Sharma Acharya says that every human being is a god or a superpower in making. The purpose of God worship is to create divinity in humankind and bring heaven to earth. It is time to use the proven methods of Yoga, Yagya and Gayatri for transforming both the self as a god and the world as the heaven. So we will change, the era will change, we will improve, the era will improve. You can find more at awgp.us, which is our local website, as well as awgp.org, which is our global website. You can also find us on YouTube at Shantikunj Video, as well as the Yoga Yagya Gayatri. Thank you for your time. Again, we are Gayatri Scientific Spirituality Center, where we talk about Yoga Yagya and Gayatri for human excellence. Our website is awgp.us. Do check out the video description for additional content.